Welcome to Landers Ford Sports Saturday. Ole Miss here at Vaught Hemingway Stadium. And we got the cheerleaders. Ole Miss taking on top 15 LSU, coming off a loss last week. But guess what? It's the SEC, so it's always a big week. Let's roll.
Media Day is always special. There's great quotes, there's funny quotes, and there's outrageous quotes. But when you have Coach Prime, you have Jackson State, and the I Believe crew, you know it's going to be a fun media day. On Monday and Tuesday, we had Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Now on Thursday, the Swag, JSU, and Alcorn. But let's start with the Tigers.
Well, we welcome you to our high school football championship preview show, where we take a look at the matchups you care about, interviews with the team, a live guest, and it wouldn't be a Sports Zone production without some game picks. Let's roll and let's have some fun. Third year, anything that's kind of coming up, anything you guys want to try to do in the future, even if it's not a concrete plan, or anything you're allowed to kind of give us an insight to?
And what do you want to let Tiger Nation college basketball know about Jackson State and your team?
Not too many fans out just yet, but we were able to run into a few who, one guy said he didn't want to tell his wife how much money he was.
People that don't know Jackson State as well, or maybe don't know you personally, you know, what do you want people to know about TC Taylor?
It's nice to see you this Thanksgiving. You are probably stuffed with food, but hey, maybe you can hang out with us for just an hour as WJTV previews the great rivalry of Ole Miss and Mississippi State football. Your assistant coach comes up next to you and he says, "Coach, you've won your first state title." Welcome back to sports. I'm Blake Levine, live in Omaha for the College World Series. And man, I'm just kind of getting comfortable here. I'm in the dugout.
Yes, I hear it's cold, and it looks like I have some buddies that are coming and bringing
Oh, thank goodness, yes.
You now must wear through the end of the show because who won?
Tennessee. I feel kind of weird here, you know, with a Tennessee hat for an hour.
No one understands why.
I know you guys didn't win the game, but there's a lot of people that felt like you're up 10 points against LSU. Kim Mulkey, I mean, like a champion. And you guys are up 10 points in the fourth quarter with, you know, little time to go. Like, what do you think that has done for your conference on both the women's and the men's side? Alabama Bulldogs. Lane Forsythe, ridiculous diving catch. Mama, did you see me on TV today? I was looking like Superman. But you know who is Superman? Luke Hancock with his boomstick. In their home debut in Jackson, team pumped. Coaches ready, taking on Carolina Predators. And how about this to kick it all off? First play, Eric Clark finds a crease, takes it all the way to the 3-yard line before being smoked into the wall. No, this is not hockey, this is arena football. Maybe a late hit. All good. Thad Hamilton, though, put his name in the record books, punches it in. First score in Mississippi Raiders history. South Jackson, where Vicksburg's taking on Forest Hill, and it's 28-0 when I show up at the start of the second quarter, and their defense is flying around. Pitchers back to pass. Mickey breaks it up. I'm not a clown, bro. Can't throw on me like that. Now, Tyler Carver getting jiggy with it in the backfield. Host of defenders. Still first set. Emily Davis, the other 9. Smooth operator with the spike. Brandon, they would win set 1. Set 2, though, a little bit of a different story. Germantown flashy. Diana Wells puts a dent into the ground. Navs take set 2. Set 3, Brandon would take it. We'll move to the 4th, where Germantown was 1 point away from sending it to a 5th set. But not on these Bulldogs. Sunny Shepard, a kill, and they would rip off 5 straight, including this. Davis spikes it. They win. Ring them. Brandon wins 3 sets to 1.
I can't wait for you to hear the audio when you came out.
It's Dave! It's Super Dave!
It's Super Dave!
Dave Miller is a WWE fanatic. He's also an independent ref in the wrestling world. But on July 31st in Nashville, Tennessee, he got his WWE debut.
1, 2, 3!
Minor leaguer. I got called up to the big leagues. I batted 118, but I hit a home run.
Dave got to do the final 3 count on Ric Flair's final match, a victory for his childhood idol. Flair, nicknamed the Nature Boy, is one of the legends of the sport.
It's top 5. I mean, you get knock out the wife, the kids, and the grandkids, and then it's pretty high up there.
What's crazy about this whole event is Dave didn't know it was coming. The original ref getting hurt in action. Dave on standby, getting the call. Just a little nervous.
You know, I was overwhelmed at first, and then all I could think of is don't fall down. Don't fall down. Just running down the ramp. Don't fall down.
He didn't. A perfect send-off for Flair. A final victory. Everyone with their eyes on the Nature Boy. But ringside, Dave's wife had her eyes on him.
It was like everybody in the arena was there cheering for Ric Flair, but in my heart, I knew what it meant to him.
A moment in the sun.
If I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I've always wanted to be a part of it.
Being a part of it, I would say he is now. Years of reffing, years of watching WWE on TV, now in the history books. You can't tell the story of WWE without Ric Flair's final match, and right there is Dave Miller.
What makes high school football so enjoyable is the passion, the emotions,
I wish we could have got it done for him.
and the brotherhood teams share together. Every season has its ups and downs, its smiles and frowns. It all ends with one champion in each classification between the MEIS and MHSA. It's what you practice all year for.
It's super exciting. I mean, I didn't really expect it. I was just so happy for the win. It was great to come out and do this for my community, help the team get the win.
Our hard work, we've been working since the last day of last season. We ain't stopped working since that day. We fought and we prayed and we never gave up on each other and we linked together and now we're state champions.
Holding up the trophy, the gold ball, the validation.
But it comes down to seniors.
The winners, the easy thing to talk about. But what about the teams that ended the year in heartbreak, emotions spilling over, but a love for the kids? It's what makes these coaches leaders.
Man, we didn't finish, but man, I'm proud of these guys, man.
Love you guys. Coach of the year, man. Coach of the year.
They left their mark on Velma Jackson. They truly did. Like I was telling them, you know, you have nothing to hold your head down about.
All this to say, it was another successful high school football season in Mississippi. Time for basketball. And before you know it, August and September will roll around and we'll do it all over again.
Evan Slay is a regular at Mississippi Braves games.
I like to scream for a home run.
If you've been to a game, you've probably seen Evan. Sunglasses, headphones, cheering on the Braves, a loyal fan.
He knows things about our team that I don't even know.
Evan is probably the biggest Braves fan there is. He also has autism, something he deals with every day. But it doesn't stop him from doing what he loves most.
He really likes the atmosphere.
Ken Slay's dad, the man who takes Evan to about 90% of home games for whichever minor league team is in the Metro since the 90s. A baseball fan himself, a smile that comes on his face for a run for the good guys is a smile he has when he sees Evan enjoying himself.
He always brings out the best in people. No matter where we go, we virtually never have any bad experience with him. And he'll start asking questions or talking to people, and they immediately just turn on their best face.
And if you notice, Evan's wearing headphones. He's listening to the Mississippi Braves broadcast called by Chris Harris, waiting for his favorite call.
Kiss it goodbye. Kiss it goodbye.
Anytime you see him, it just puts you in a good mood because he's always in a good mood. He just brings a lot of positive energy.
It's a place that he can go and he can be himself and not have anybody looking at him, staring at him, wondering, what's that guy doing? Like, it's somewhere that he can go that he feels like he can be a part of a community.
If Evan knows it or not, he shines a light on what's good in the world, a pure form of happiness with no care at all if people judge him. He doesn't judge you. He just wants to talk.
Hey, Blake Levine.
Ask you where you work and who you work with. He just wants to cheer on his favorite team, the Mississippi Braves, with a smile on his face and probably on yours as well.